please start by telling us a bit about yourself? And actually, I understand that you run a business that gives boat tours in Winona. Is that true?
Yes. Well, my name is Aaron Repinski. I've been married almost 20 years to a beautiful lady named Michelle. I have one son named River and a stepson named Dominique. Now, Dom's about 31 years old, and my son River is 19. He's a freshman at Mankato State. But being the boat tours, Winona is a river town, and I'm an avid water person. Hence, we chose the name River for our son. Sometimes on the boat when I'm doing tours and entertaining people, I'll say things like, well, you know, I'll let him tell you why we did that. And he'll say, well, because my mom couldn't spell Mississippi. You know? Now, obviously, that's a joke.
Right, yeah.
But so I do boat tours. We have a 64-passenger Coast Guard vessel. I carry a Coast Guard Master Lieutenant license. And we do tours on the river, educational tours, sightseeing tours, a lot of eagles in our area.
Oh, yeah.
So, you know, I can guarantee we see eagles on every single tour. And I talk about the history of the Mississippi River, the commerce, the towboats. I drive towboats as another one of my occupations. So I give people a real insight to knowledge on the river and the surrounding communities and the history of the river and how that really helped develop Minnesota and how important it is to our area.
Yeah, I couldn't believe the number of hats that you wear. I was looking at your campaign webpage. You're also on serving on the Winona City Council. Not only that, I mean, there's a bunch of stuff on your webpage that you do.
I've been busy.
Yeah, what prompted you then to run for the House and to do this, to add to your resume?
Well, after getting on the city council, I really found how it is important for someone to have a voice. And I look at it from a perspective of when you're in politics and you're representing people, you need to be that voice and willing to sometimes cross party lines or sometimes just be a little bit louder than everyone else so you can be that voice for people. And I thought now's a good opportunity to run at the state level because I've seen all things that's happening in the state of Minnesota, and not a lot of people are happy with it. And I thought, you know, I'm one of those people that believe actions speak louder than words, and I've always been kind of a lead by example type of person. And I thought, what better way? My wife and I, and it was my wife and I that made the decision, not me. We talked about it and decided to try. And a few individuals spoke to us and asked if we'd be interested. And it steamrolled, and it's been a very grassroots campaign. And we kept it that way, and we were victorious. So pretty excited.
You also called your district, quote, a driftless region?
It is a driftless region.
What do you mean by that?
Well, when you look at the history of the river and how the river developed and formed, it wasn't from a glacier that literally carved it. It was really glacier water.
Sure.
And driftless region can kind of pertain to some of the animals and just the stagnant water areas that are along the Mississippi River Valley. So it's kind of a good description. And a lot of places will use that term, but that term really applies to the Winona area in the upper Mississippi River.
And your district, 26A, what are some of the important issues to the people that live there?
Well, you know, taxes. Everybody, taxes and inflation are probably the two biggest things I've heard at the doors. And my wife and myself and my team have knocked on thousands of doors. And taxes. And the way Minnesota had the opportunity with the surplus that was, you know, some people say squandered, but a lot of people don't know where that money went. And they think to themselves, why did taxes increase when there was a surplus? And I look at things from being on the city council that you look at wants versus needs. And I think politics really boils down to individuals that are willing to be transparent and have some fiscal responsibility with taxpayer money. And Minnesota, I think, could improve on that. And I just want to be part of that and be a voice.
And just finally, you're replacing Gene Pulowski Jr. He was here for 38 years. Are you going to match that? You going to be here till 2062?
I don't think I'll make it quite that long. But I tell you, I probably have some of the biggest shoes to fill from any new incoming freshman legislator with Gene Pulowski. And Gene's done a lot of really good things for the Winona area, District 26A. And I hope to expand on those things and really be a voice for my constituents.